Welcome back. Aaron Collins, drone pilot here. I'm gonna see if I can't do this in one take. I will be extremely surprised if I can. However, I found out the limitations of a product that I've been testing recently. I found an issue. I think the stuff's great. The product that I'm talking about is Titebond 3. Okay, this stuff is supposed to be like really waterproof. Okay, which I don't doubt that it is. So I've been doing some experimentation where I'm trying to prepare for a camper build that I'm going to do, and I'm going to use Titebond 3 to waterproof the unit. Now, like I said, I know that it's waterproof, no issues whatsoever. This thing is completely waterproof. What I was making here was actually, it's like a outrigger for a kayak, right? And I was going to use it as a stabilizer out there. I'd already mocked up all the hardware that I need for the boat, figured out where I wanted to mount it, all of those good things. And all of a sudden, after I put the last set of coats on here, I put this thing in the sun. And I want to show you here. Hold tight. So right here, huge problem. Basically, there was a bubble. You can see it kind of, I took out fabric this far away around that whole thing. Actually, let's see. You can see where the fabric's cut away right along this line and all right here, all the way up to here. Now, what I did was I went back in and I filled it with some fiberglass. And I just put another really thick coat of the Titebond 3 on there. What happened is it just swelled up, like, so I guess this was the weakest corner in this entire thing, and there was air coming out here. It was pressurizing itself and it was forcing the air up out of right here. So, you know, I want it to be buoyant, but I don't want like a big bubble out there. I'm afraid that the whole thing will end up eventually separating out from it. So obviously it was going to be no good. So I'm going to go a different direction when I build my outrigger. However, I'm going to repurpose this thing, and I think it will serve, do a really good job of it. I've just, as you can see here, I've just started putting some glue on another piece. I actually ran out of glue, but I think I got enough to do what I got to do. I suppose I could go buy some more, put some more coats on there, but I'm gonna end up priming this thing and putting some topside paint on there. If you've never used topside paint, I used it on that kayak trailer. If you want to go check out my channel and see all the process of that and what kind of paint that is, all that good stuff, you can go check that out. But it's super waterproof. That's actually a fiberglass box that I built. Costs a lot of money, however, it's custom to my kayak, so it's a great thing. Anyway, so what I ended up doing was, I'm going to use this as a rod locker when I travel. I'm going to put it on that top rail. I've got to use it for something. I built this thing. So basically, I came in here today, I cut this channel out, and I'm building this piece right here. It's not dry yet, but I think I can handle it. Let's see. Yeah. So basically, this unit is going to sit down inside of here. And these little, this is what's going to give it the structure to hold it, the little, 1x2s. It'll just kind of slide down in there. Now, it's not dry yet. So anyway, and how I'm going to make sure that no water gets inside of here is I've got like some just little round gasket material, right? And I'm gonna glue that down around here. And so when that top's on there, I'm gonna put like some bungees across. It's gonna be similar to what I did with the top of that lid over there. And basically when it sits down on here, this should weatherproof this box. Now, I obviously went in here and I test fit some rods. This is a 7-foot rod. This is a bad rod, but this is the longest fishing pole that I have. This box is 8 foot long, and as you can see, you can get these rods in and out of here with you know, relative ease. So hey, I had to repurpose. You got to shift gears and move on, know when you're going to lose and when you can make a win out of it. So anyway, I just wanted to share my trials and tribulations with you on this Titebond 3, and whether or not you should buy it, I think it's highly dependent upon what you're going to use it for. I think if you're going to use it a weatherproof trailer, I think it'll do a fantastic job. I mean, it builds a really nice rubberized layer on the outside of the wood that you use, so it does that. However, if you want to use it in a scenario where it's going to be pressurized, not so much. So but I think the Titebond stuff is good, but I think I found its limitations. It's not going to hold out pressure. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys coming back to the channel. Stay tuned. I am going to do an outrigger out of foam and fiberglass, which I was trying to avoid because it's a little bit more expensive, but now I'm going to spend a lot more money than I would otherwise if I'd just built it the way I wanted to in the first place. However, you live and learn. I learned, you know, the processes for how I'm going to do my camper. Also, I would not recommend using filler for your screw holes when you're using Titebond. There's a serious issue with the glue actually sticking to that filler. It does not want to stick in there in those areas. I found that it wants to come apart really easily. So anyway, we also have a trailer here that I'm going to start sandblasting soon. I'm going to film this process where I'm going to take the box off of the other trailer and mount it on this one. This is going to be my new kayak trailer because the camper is going on that one. It's got a much bigger axle, and it's capable of 1,750 pounds, and it's compact. I think it's going to do the trick for us. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. I really appreciate you watching, and y'all take care. We'll see you next time.